Welcome to Introverse.
I have no idea how to contact them.
I would imagine they're all on Facebook, right?
I don't have Facebook.
Your mom does.
I'll come on and I'll have who's the guy that owns Facebook? I'll just have him as my friend.
Mark Zuckerberg.
Zuckerberg.
Wait, does he do what Tom used to do on MySpace?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. MySpace, the Tom guy. You're like, yeah, I got a friend already. Fuck yeah,
dude, I miss MySpace. That's what I gotta say. I miss MySpace.
I was into MySpace.
Yeah. Apparently, there's a new social media that Charlie was talking about that he said is similar to MySpace, and they're trying to go back to the old days of where you can decorate your site, make your page look like however you want, and
why not? That's decorating it. You want to be your own person.
Exactly.
You can't do that on Facebook. It's just the top
no,
part, right?
Facebook is you can change the picture at the top. Thing. That's it. That's all you can do.
I remember when I did have Facebook, I had a thing on there that said F Crohn's.
Nice.
Because I have Crohn's disease, F Crohn's. And whatever, my fight, I don't know how that works. It's public or whatever. I don't know. But I never did post anything.
People come against you because you were effing Crohn?
Well, yeah, listen. So I went to a job. I had a recruiter that came to me for my line of work.
Right.
And she's like, yeah, you need to take your Facebook down. I said, what? Why? Yeah, you should just take it down. I said, I don't understand. Did I do something wrong? Well, I'm like, well, what is it? Yeah, you should just take it down. That was it. That was the conversation.
What?
I think it was because I said it wasn't even fuck Crohn's. It was just F ...
Right. Did you have a little stick guy taking a shit?
And it was it was the purple because purple is the color of
okay.
That, and it was a whole thing, It wasn't whatever.
Well, you know how they have the stickers that say F cancer, and there's a little stick guy like effing cancer.
Yeah, no, it wasn't. No stick guy.
Okay,
no stick guy. Just the color for purple. It's just purple. Man, I've been doing so good since my surgery. I don't even follow all this stuff anymore.
That's awesome. Man.
Purple I think is the color for Crohn's, or maybe purple's the color for
purple's the color for a lot of cancer.
Yeah, so so it's purple and had a little, whatever, the ribbon. Everything had a ribbon back then.
Gotta have a ribbon.
Because fuck Crohn's, dude. That disease fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not gonna get a job like this. It's I want you to tell me. I knew what she was getting at, but I was I want you to specifically tell me what you're trying to tell me. Don't be
because the question is does she even know what Crohn's is?
No, fuck no, she didn't.
Because does she think that there's some guy named Crohn's that that you used to be friends with, but
fuck Mark Crohn's, dude. Fuck that asshole.
Mark Crohn's is a dick.
Mark Crohn's, man, that motherfucker.
Speaking of Crohn's, we've talked a little bit about your documentary that
we talked a lot about it. We had a whole episode.
Has been in the can for a while, but I basically done a re-edit of it.
Finally,
I'm working on some. Finally, okay.
I know. I'm the one that held you back on that. I was like, dude, we can't put this out. I'm not in the right mental space for this.
Dude,
I would watch it. Go hide in the closet.
I'm gonna say it is effective because while I was editing it, the last couple of weekends, I was getting emotional at parts, and I'm like, this is not even my story. It's your story, so I can imagine what it would be like for you to watch it.
Yeah,
because I'm just watching it from an outsider's perspective, and I'm still getting.
I remember you and Holly came to Tampa.
Yeah,
and that's when I watched it for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, nope. I don't think I came out and just said that. There were some things I didn't like at the time because of the situation, but
right.
Yeah. I was like, man, it's hard. Hard.
No, it's rough. What sucks is that I remember our original idea was that it's going to be funny and I'm going to make jokes.
Yeah, there's funny stuff.
And there is funny stuff in it, don't get me wrong. But man,
I'm talking about suicide and
when there's some very unfunny stuff, and that stuff hits way harder than the funny stuff. So when I was watching it, I was like, okay, because I did a little bit trimming of it, and then I added a few things.
Yeah.
there's a couple of legality issues for some parts where I'm not quite sure.
That'll be fine.
You know, well, no, I'm saying
that'll
like
work.
they might, because I was going to try to get it on like some streaming services if we could. Like, I mean,
Okay.
you
What
know,
legality? We can edit it. Let's just what legality issues?
well, we have there's a part where you are singing along with Taylor Swift.
Really?
Yes. Basically, your ex says like some days Brent, I can tell what kind of day he's gonna have based on what I hear in the bathroom in the morning. And then I cut to you like sitting on the toilet, like basically just looking super defeated, like
What?
my bag was leaking. My bag was leaking and
Oh, and I'm singing Taylor Swift.
wait, and you're like, I didn't sleep at all this weekend. And then she says, but then if I hear him singing, I know it's going to be a good day. And then I cut to you in the car and you're singing, I knew you were trouble when you walked in. And it's like
You gotta
the
put that in. You gotta
perfect,
leave it in, dude.
it's the
Leave it in.
perfect freaking
Leave it
moment.
in.
But I'm just
Listen,
saying,
if Taylor Swift sues us,
I'm just
think
saying
about it.
they made
Think about it.
accept it because we didn't get the rights to the track. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and then I can flame her for being on board with Crohn's. Thank you, Taylor Swift. You love Crohn's.
Taylor Swift
You
doesn't
love
want to F
people.
Crohn's.
Exactly. Put it in there.
Yeah. No, it's
It'll
great. Dude, it's one of my favorite parts of the whole thing because it's such a great, like,
I don't remember any of
it's
that.
basically like a perfect dichotomy of your life with
Yeah.
Crohn's. Like when you're feeling like shit, like this is you, and then when you're upbeat, you're
have
having a
those
good day.
moments
This
where
is
upbeat. Yeah.
it's just the perfect like bookends. And I'm like,
Yeah.
man, why
Keep it
didn't he
in there.
like sing to
Keep it
some
in.
lesser known
Obscure.
artist?
Wow. I have the link to the YouTube thing that
Yeah.
is not public.
No, right. It's still that version is still now the new version I did change a lot of stuff. So I'm not
You
saying a
got
lot
to
of
keep
stuff.
something like that in there.
Oh, it's great. It's my
That's my
favorite part.
opinion. Keep it in there.
It's my favorite part. Now I do think we can get away with it on YouTube, but I
Yeah.
was saying if we try to get it on Tubi or like Hulu or something or Netflix, they're definitely gonna,
What are the odds of us getting it on there, man?
I don't know, man. Hey, look, if it makes me emotional, if it makes my wife emotional, if it makes my, everybody who watched it was like, wow, this is really good. Like this is,
Really?
yeah, man.
The shit shuffle is when the urge hits you and you gotta make it to the bathroom, but you don't think you can make it there in time.
I started getting symptoms when I was 12. Crohn's is a disease that people don't talk about. It's poop.
You do know the struggle, but you don't leave the struggle.
It's pretty much no sleep this weekend. We're gonna have to remove your rectum.
When he told me that's what they were doing, I just could not put my head around it.
It sucks. You got to realize that you don't have to do this by yourself.
The Shit Shuffle, a Crohn's documentary, premiering only on YouTube, January 13th, 2025. That's right, folks. Robi cutting in here. The Shit Shuffle, the documentary about B's struggle with Crohn's disease from age 12 to his 40s, where he had radical surgery to improve the quality of his life, is now available on our YouTube channel at Introverse Pod today. So go check it out. It's really quite something, and something that we've actually been working on for quite a few years. Now let's get back to the podcast.
I watched Pete Davidson last night.
Yeah.
And the comedian, he had a stand-up, and he's got Crohn's.
Right.
And it kind of pissed me off.
Really?
And he's like, yeah, I get these people that come up to me in the grocery store that also have Crohn's, and they're like, oh, hey, man, and they want to relate to me. And he was like, well, I want to say fuck you and just walk away. And I'm like, dude, you're an asshole.
I mean, he is kind of, based on what I know.
No, for real.
about him.
Like, come on, man. Like, it's a hard disease to live with.
Yeah.
When I find someone that, I don't care if they're famous or I haven't met anyone that's famous with Crohn's, But even someone with just IBD,
Mm-hmm.
you know, I'm like, hey, man, yeah, I can relate to you.
Right.
You know, it pissed me. I turned that motherfucker off. You know, I don't give a fuck if you fuck the Kardashian. I fucked
Dude.
women way hotter than Kim.
That-
way hotter. Well, that's weird because my mom's name is Kim. But not that Kim. Not that Kim. Fucking dickhead. Dude, you have a disease like that? Be a little sympathetic to other people that have the same disease. Just because you got enough money to freaking numb every freaking nerve in your body.
I mean, to give him the benefit of the doubt, I'm wondering if it's because he's a celebrity, he probably might get like 20.
He gets surrounded by
get a shit ton of people coming up to him saying, I have Crohn's too. I have Crohn's too.
Guess what? Suck it up, motherfucker. You got the easiest fucking job in the world.
Yeah.
You know, you go smoke dope, snort cocaine off of Kim's ass, and then go stand up on stage and tell your funny jokes.
Right.
I got jokes. Anyway.
Yeah.
He's a funny guy. I really do like his comedy. He's funny. Yeah. His movies are funny. It's good on. He was good on Saturday.
And it was interesting because that was the first movie that I saw, The King of New York. No, King of Staten Island was the first movie I saw where a character had Crohn's and talked about it. So, and I remember telling you about it, and I was like, dude, Pete Davidson's got Crohn's.
Yeah. And he talks about having like the darkness under his eyes and you know, and he was dating one of the other slightly less beautiful women than I've been with.
Who was the chick that he dated?
Is it Selena Gomez or
I don't know. There were so many.
I don't know.
No, she was an actress. She was in the Underworld movies. Kate Beckinsale. He dated her too.
Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Anyway, he is a funny guy, but whatever. We're all assholes in our own way, but don't be an asshole about that, dude.
Yeah, no, that's you gotta have some sympathy.
If you don't want people to know, don't throw it out there.
Right.
But I get it. You get tired of people coming up to you.
Yeah,
I talk about it. You know, I get. You know, there's people that, man, it sucks. You feel alone. You know, not know that you're alone. Someone else can. Yeah. What are you going? Wow, you did that too. Yeah. You shit on yourself too.
20 times.
Multiple times.
Yeah. No, man, it's crazy.
Shitty disease.
It's crazy, but it's amazing how well the surgery has just boosted your.
I still have ups and downs mentally because
quality of life. Yeah, well, it took a while for you to sort of heal and get your body to adjust to the new way.
Just mentally, mostly mentally, man.
Yeah.
Because dude, face it, I've got no asshole. It's sewn up. I haven't sat down on the toilet in 5 years.
Do you ever do it just for fun sometimes?
No, because it feels weird.
Okay.
But I miss it.
Oh, okay.
I miss being like, you know what? I'm at work. I'm going to get paid to take a shit for 30 minutes. Go sit in there for 20, 30 minutes. They're going to pay me.
Dude, you could still do that, though. You could still go and sit in a stall and just play on your phone for 20 minutes.
It's just weird. Your legs fall asleep for no reason. If my legs are going to fall asleep, I want to know that
reason.
I want a damn good reason. I want to know I lost like 10 pounds.
That is the worst. I cannot stand it.
Oh, you stand up and you're like,
oh my God.
Wow.
Yeah, the pins and needles. It's
been a while for me. 5 years, 6 years, maybe something like that. But, yeah, it took a while to adjust. I still have, there's some times where I'm like, God damn, I just want to be normal. Mm-hmm. And you just kind of compartmentalize and you know what? This is way better than what I was, dude.
Yeah.
Way better. Way better.
Dude, it's not even a contest. I mean,
no, it's not.
Even when you were earlier, before you had the ostomy, the bags and everything, you still weren't. Your quality of life was up and down because you were on steroids and all kinds of medications and
like the prednisone was the only thing that would keep me okay. Mm-hmm. And dude, living on a steroid, oh my God. Like you blow up, your face gets round like they call it moon face. Like what the fuck? Why would you call it moon face? Well, you look like a fucking moon. I gained like 40 pounds in my first month on it,
Wow.
Stretch marks on my stomach they went away, but I mean, I was just like 20 years old when that,
Yeah.
gained a lot of, well, you feel good. freaking,
Well, yeah,
steroids.
it's
Bro, I had so much energy. I was freaking, but you can't stay on that. And that was the only thing that worked. And then you go, you can't be on that anymore. We got to take a break and back to shitting on yourself. Whew. Yeah. So this life now is way better, but you got to just remember that, man, what it was, you forget. You forget real fast.
Yeah.
Real fast where you came from. Like instantly you're like, well, I should be like this, and this. Well, you're not. You're you.
Yep.
You're Brent. You're Dustin. You're not Henry Cavill. You can play Warhammer 40K.
But that does not make you Henry Cavill.
That does not mean the women are going to flock after you.
No, it does not. Which I don't have to worry about that because I have my woman. But
they can still flock after you, dude.
They could.
You shoo them away.
They could. Yes, and I'm just shooing.
You're
them
from
away.
Louisiana. Get, girl, get. Me and you were just sitting by on the desk texting each other all day. Have you seen this reel? No, I've already seen that one, dude. I'm not gonna laugh twice. Sometimes I
never watch a reel more than once.
Yeah. Sometimes you'll send it to me and I've already seen it. I just laugh anyway. I'm like, I don't want to be a dick. Be like, I saw that.
Saw that.
Presumptuous.
Well, what's weird is that I haven't been on it as much since I deactivated my personal.
Yeah, man. What's up with that? Why did you do that?
Just because
to unplug, huh?
Yeah. And I mean, I'm still doing the podcast one, obviously, but I still don't check it as much as. Yeah. But I find myself going on the podcast one to look at other things that I would look on.
Now the podcast algorithm has all your fucked up shit on it. Yeah. I'm not gonna ask what it is, but
no, it's just like bands I like. I might look up and see what they're doing. And
it doesn't take long for your algorithm to change.
It does not. No.
You can change your algorithm. However, it takes long for your search to change.
Really?
Oh, yeah, dude. My search is still the same as it's been in the past 6 months. Like, wow. There's no Warhammer 40K in my search.
Yeah. No, I'm getting D&D ads on the podcast Instagram because apparently my phone is on.
Your son.
While Charlie's talking about it. We're talking about it, and so it just keeps popping up ads for D&D.
Remember when we were growing up, like late 80s, early 90s, like the whole like thing with the Christian church and D&D?
Oh yeah. That's why my parents threw away all my comics.
All my comic books in the garbage because they had D&D
ads.
Advertising. Just the ads.
It was
Dungeons and Dragons.
Well, it was specifically, there was one ad in particular, and if you were alive in the late 80s, early 90s, you know what it was. It was a giant red dragon just filling up the whole page with the game at the bottom.
Dungeons and Dragons.
And it was on the back of almost every comic book.
In the back and in the middle.
And in the middle. And
sometimes they had, not all of them, but sometimes they had advertisements in the middle.
Yeah. And so they basically went through all of my comics, and if they saw they didn't care about the content of the comic at all. Yeah. Like they were fine with the comic book.
We didn't even care about Dungeons and Dragons.
I know.
We didn't even care about that. I don't even know what that is. Whatever.
It looks like the devil. I don't want to play it.
I want to know what's happening in the X-Men.
Exactly. X-Men #1. Again.
Dude. Yeah, when they revamped it in the 90s, they had like 4 different covers.
They did, and I had almost all of them.
I had them all thrown away.
Not anymore.
Good. Now I just buy the graphic novels that are mass produced.
Worth nothing.
Worth nothing, but it's kind of cool to, read.
Speaking of comic and collecting, there's a documentary coming out about a family who discovered that their dad, basically, he was a hoarder, and he started collecting comics.
Oh.
And he has all of these first issues. He has like Superman #1. Action Comics #1. It's called Selling Superman, I think, is the name of the documentary. I really want to see it. I saw the trailer.
They're selling all of his stuff?
Yeah, they're selling because he's passed away. The dad basically passed away.
All that shit, too. It's worth a freaking
And his family is trying to decide what to do with all of the stuff that he had. But he literally has filing cabinets and like, it's just all of these amazing comics that are worth like, he's like, this box is worth about $20,000. This box is worth about 50.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of nuts. So I'm curious to
crazy.
see it. It looks.
I sent you a text this week. Maybe I didn't see your response. Have you watched Lois and Clark?
Wait, the old Dean Cain and Terry Hatcher show?
No, the new show.
Oh, Superman and Lois.
Superman and Lois. That's what it is. Maybe that's
I
why you
watched the
didn't
first few episodes of the first season. I didn't finish the first
this
season.
current season. It's popping up on my feed,
Mhm.
and he fights Doomsday and dies.
Yeah. They're this is the final season of this show because they want it to be over before the new movie comes out.
It looks good.
Yeah,
I couldn't
it is
get into it because I'm like, this guy is too much Clark.
Right.
There's no Superman in him. He's just all Clark.
Yeah. Well, no, he's too much 5 o'clock shadow for me. Like I don't know if this guy just can't
He needs
shave.
to shave.
He can't get a smooth shave.
Well, when you're Superman, that razor's not going to cut that shit, dude. You got to take your glasses off and you shave with your laser beams from your eyes. I think he did that in one of the movies.
He did. Yeah. I think in Man of Steel, I think he did that.
Remember in the old Christopher Reeve Superman,
Uh-huh.
the best one, when he had like the evil version of himself?
Oh, Superman 3, the one with Richard Pryor.
And he's in the bar and he's getting drunk. And he's like he's like flicking the peanuts at the mirror. And it's like shattering the peanuts are dude, that's the best freaking Superman scene. Think about that. He's drinking Superman drinking whiskey in a bar.
Yep.
Just pissed off. He's got the 5 o'clock shadow.
His
Christopher Reeve
evil alter
Christopher Reeve is
ego.
the shit, dude. Yeah, and I think he does a laser beam thing in the mirror and it like melts the mirror or something.
He does. Yeah, he does all kinds of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a guy at the bar that
was good,
like picks
Superman.
on him and he just slides him across the whole bar or something. Yeah.
Peanuts. Like, bruh.
It was almost like Bizarro.
Bizarro Superman. It
a
was
little bit of Bizarro Superman.
Yeah,
He fights the fight against Clark. Remember that?
He fights against himself.
Yes.
Yeah. And it was like in a garbage heap or something like a.
Yeah, it's like a tire yard because there's a bunch of tires. At one point, he throws tires over.
Yeah, I remember there was some kind of conveyor belt or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, it's cool.
I need to go back and watch those. Those were
Superman
good
3.
movies.
The Superman the movie is really great, and Superman 2 is really good as well. I mean, the effects actually hold up pretty well if you watch it because they really did it. Like a lot of the flying was like real. Like he was just
really
on wires. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, not 20,000 feet, but
not flown.
Did I say flied?
You said flied. I said flied. I agreed with you, but it's flown.
It is flown. Speaking
Superman 4, I liked Superman 4.
Most people didn't.
They had the kid of whatever. Who was that?
Atomic.
They shot off. They took a snippet of his hair and threw it into the sun and made a new DNA.
It was
version.
He was like a nuclear man or something.
Yeah, was that like? Did that have any relevance to the comics?
I don't think so. No,
I don't think so either. But
and dude, if you watch Superman 4 now, doesn't hold up. That one,
No,
that's
I didn't
the
think so.
main one that really Superman 3. There are parts that don't hold up. The end, in particular, is kind of cheeseball. But yeah,
it's a freaking comedian. Jesus Christ, why am I
Richard
freaking
Pryor?
drawing a blank? Richard Pryor, dude, was in there. Yeah. Favorite scene with Richard Pryor. He's with the rich guy, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't Lex Luthor. I don't know who.
It wasn't Lex Luthor. It was a guy.
It was just some rich guy,
like Lex Luthor.
And he was like, he's explaining how rich he is to Richard Pryor. And he's like, I don't wear the same pair of socks more than once. I don't even know what they do with them. And Richard Pryor's like, well, maybe they just give them away and other people wear them as socks. Like, Richard Pryor was freaking funny, dude.
Or maybe they make puppets out of them.
Maybe they make puppets. You don't know. Or maybe they make socks. Maybe they just make more socks out of them.
I don't even know what they do with them.
I don't even know what to do with them. I'm so rich. Who knows what happens to my socks?
Exactly. And on that note,
is that a good game?
Robi here. Thanks for listening to the Introverse. New stuff every Monday wherever the podcasts roam. You can also catch us on Insta at Introverse Pod. Thanks for listening.